Hello guys, welcome back to PHP by Fire. In this tutorial, we'll see the basic form validation using PHP, server-side validation in PHP. So we have already developed our two pages that we will use for our validation. For our validation, we need a web form, which might be in the HTML form or in the PHP form. We have developed in the PHP extension because we might need some processing out there. So this is an HTML form. Though we did not use any PHP code out there, still we done it in the .php extension, and there are no such issues. So if we want some processing on this page, we can do it quite easily. No such issues in that. So the second page we have is validate underscore try.php, in which we'll be sending the values from this page to this page, and the further processing, that is validation, will be done. So we can see the output of this page. We have already done these things. It's just to save the processing time, the video time, or it's just to make the tutorial more efficient so that we can focus more on processing. So this is a very simple HTML form which you can see on the screen on the video itself. So it's a very simple form. So let's just see how the values are being sent. We have used post method to send the values to the PHP page. It's because we also are sending the passwords to the server, and for that we need some security which the post method provides us. Okay, we have more fields like email, age, mobile number, etc. Let's just send these values to the email page. Okay, let's see how these work out. Let's submit it. So okay, so there is no error on the validate underscore try.php. That's very good. But the thing is, we have already received the values, but we didn't process anything. Let's just try echoing these things one by one. We can okay, there is some error on the page. It's undefined index. Okay, let's sort these out. That might be okay. Okay, there is no such error because it might be the cache problem, and we can see that things are being printed very correctly now. And let me just show you by printing one more thing right away. Okay, it might just be an cache problem. All right, so let's just print password. All right, let's send the password QWERTY, which are the first letters, and you can see we have received the password QWERTY. Okay, now it's very good. Now the next thing we would like to do, we would like to perform some validations over them. All right, so let's just take username at the very first thing. Okay, it's username. The first thing we would like to check is if $username is empty. All right, so we would like to print an error message. The username is empty. All right, let's just check on the browser now. Let's just remove this, submit query. Oops, no, nothing. All right, let's see. Let's make it equal to. All right, let's refresh it. Nothing happens. Reload the page. Now send something. You can see the error now. The username is empty. Don't just panic. There are no such errors. It's just the cache problem. Just need to send the values back to the page because this is a post method. So it's no problem. No such errors. Okay. So we have done our first validation right away. The next thing we would like to do is we would like to check if dollar dollar username is it should be more than 5 words. It should be more than 5 words. Okay, 5 letters actually. So okay, the username should be at least 5 letters, so it's not more than 5, it should be less than 5. If username is less than 5, then we should have an error message. Okay, so let's just print something different. Make sure the username is at least 5 uh, letters or more. Okay, that's better. All right, so the next thing we do, okay, another message also, make sure it's not empty. Okay, that's better. Let's see, no error. Okay, but if we put 4 characters here, then probably it definitely had given us a error. Make sure the username is at least 5 letters or more. Also make sure it's not empty. Same thing you can do on making the username more than some specific characters, like 12 characters or 13 characters. Let's just move ahead and make a prac check. um, uh, it might be a regular expression check. Okay, that's good. Now we have to, sorry, pragmatch actually checks the string for some specific values or syntax that has to be followed. This is a basic structure of writing this pragmatch expression actually. So now we are onto it. So anything underneath this bracket will be considered as a pragmatch code, and um, it will only accept things of this bracket, just like this, A to Z, and just like this, A to Z, nothing more than this. No dots, no special characters, no nothing. Alright, so okay, now we have to print one more error message. um, okay, you cannot use any special characters. Let's see if we have error. Okay, there is an error. uh, no such problem in this. We just have to put the name here, dollar user name. That would probably prag underscore match actually takes 2 argument, the string that has to be syntax, which is a syntax, and the variable that needs to be checked. Okay, that's a little complicated thing, but if you go to the video second 2 or 3 times, then you might grab it very nicely. Let's just refresh it. It won't work actually, so let's just submit query. There is no such error, but what if we use dot here? It would probably give an error. Okay, you cannot use any special characters. That's really a good thing. But what if we add a dot in this thing? Okay, that's a dot. So what if now we put the same dot here? Okay, it's giving the same error. Why? Because we haven't saved the page. Save it. Okay, and now the same string, no changes, submit query, and you can see there is no such errors this time. Okay, so that's a very good thing about preg underscore match. We can add, you know, as number of validations in this preg underscore match thing. Okay, that's good. Now let's just remove it, and we are done with this thing, the username thing. So now next thing we have to do is we need to check for the password. If the password is if the password entered is not empty, and password matches the repeat password, that's a really good thing to do. Alright, this probably is the last thing we'll be doing in this part of the video. In the next part of the video, we'll be showing the further validations. Alright, so let's so we have the passwords in the retype passwords saved in the variables. PHP variables, so we need some validations to be performed on that. First things first, if $password is not equals to dollar sorry dollar $r password, all right, then it should print an error message: passwords doesn't match. It's quite simple to understand, and you must have understood what exactly is going on at this point. Alright, because these both are empty, it does match. But if we send a single character here, then definitely you have an error message: password doesn't match. That's quite great. So it's a good thing. Let's see what it does if we send a big password QUERTY, both are same, submit query, no error. But what if we have QUERTY and QUER, one character less or mistaken, then yes, we have an error: password doesn't match. So this thing is quite good. Next thing we need to check again is $password should not be empty. Also, $password should be $password should be more than 7 letters. Okay, at least 7 letters. So if it's less, then we probably have the error. Okay, so now we have an error at our side. Passwords are empty or less than 7 letters. Quite simple in situation. Let's see. Okay, we have QWERTY in both the password fields, but let's see if they actually, validates. Okay, we have an error on line 18. Let's just resolve it. If $password equals to okay, sorry, really sorry, it's pipe. Okay, if it won't work, let's send the password again. Submit query. Passwords are empty or less than 7 letters. So we have got a clear error right there. So by this time we have performed validations on two things: the username and the passwords. This is all about the part first of the validation. The second part, we'll be performing some validation on email, age, and mobile. That would be quite interesting. So just look forward for the second part of the tutorial. Thank you very much.